It's 4:30 on Saturday, November 18th, 2023. 4:30 p.m. I should say. And it feels like 75 degrees. Could just be the sun. It's pretty hot. I'm sweating. And where's it? We're setting up the back fence here. This used to be the cross fence that kept the cows from going too far forward. But what I did is I set up a new wire, a new cross wire. It's hard to see from here, but I set up a new cross wire, and then I took down the old cross wire, and the cows moved to the new area. And then my son reeled back the back wire, extended the lane out, and then he's putting the wire back to where the old lead wire was, right? And even though the back grazing is open for a time, it kind of doesn't matter because we're somewhat quick about this. The cows are too interested in getting the fresh, clean grass anyway. So that's the method we're trying out right now. I'm thinking that maybe 3 reels is easier. You just keep extending the lane straight forward, and that we have 2 straight wires that meet at a corner rather than a wire that has to make a turn. The problem with wires that have to make a turn, pull it tight. The problem with wires that have to make a turn is that the friction of the wire means that if you pull the wire tight here, it doesn't mean that the previous section before the turn is going to be tight too. You know, so a little trick I use is I just tie a little clove hitch to keep the previous section tight. Of course, that requires the wire being off. But the way you tie a clove hitch is you just take the wire and you make a loop and you put it on, and then you make a loop the other way and put it on. And that makes a clove hitch. And then what you can also do is, after you put the wire down, you can adjust where the post is to put tension on appropriately. You know, so you want some tension. Let me just kind of give you a side view here. You want some tension, but not too much. I'm getting better, I swear. It's just kind of a dry cough. There's not much coming out. So yeah, these posts are all over the place. You can probably tell. Doesn't make a straight line at all. Doesn't matter. The cows don't care. That's not something cows really care about, I think. Boy, Blue looks really blue today. I'm not saying that she looks sad. I'm saying that her coat looks really blue in the sunlight. So, yeah, that's it. The cows were quiet when I came. They weren't too happy. I think they should be happy with this. There's plenty of green grass here. I think it's just spring grass mixed in with the old summer grass. You know. So I think we expect rain on Sunday. I'll have to double check the calendar. I haven't checked really the weather report. But one thing I did decide is I kind of sat down and mapped it out. And let's see. I think I want to divide up the field into 60 1-acre plots that are roughly square in shape. And then plan a rotation through those lots. And I might want to lay down a new water line down the middle of the field just to make it easier, so I don't have to keep creating lanes to get to the water. Bird flew on the back of red there. But so 60 1-acre lots, or whatever, cells, or whatever you want to call them. And then I'll keep the cows and the sheep separate. I might put the bulls with the sheep, but the risk is the bulls will cross the wire before it's time. So during that time, I might just the bulls will stay off the cows as long as they're bred. So, but anyway, the thing is I want to rotate 2 herds, the sheep herd and the cow herd, and keep them 30 days apart from each other. And so each herd completes a circuit in 60 days. So I could probably bring the sheep up closer behind the cows, like have them 10 days behind the cows and then stuff like that. But I just think I'm going to try instead of a 21-day rotation, I'm going to shoot for a 30-day rotation. The problem with the 21-day rotation is that you have to take breaks. It is kind of aggressive. I think it's very effective, but it just requires a lot of juggling, and that's not something that my mind likes to do, is juggle rotations and stuff. I prefer to be more mathematical about it. The 30-day rotation, though, is nice because I can skip 9 days. That's 18 cells. Hold on, 30 days. So 120 half-acre lots, that's what I need. Twice daily moves, right? So they get 60 days for a whole rotation. I can skip sections. If I feel like a section needs more rest, I'll just move the cows right past it and the sheep right past it. And maybe like entire sections if need be, with the minimum of 21 days for the rotation before they come back to the beginning. So I need to feed the ducks. They're complaining to me. They said, we need food, we need food. You guys need to learn how to forage. That's what you're supposed to be out here doing. Anyway, so a 60-day rotation. I'll have the sheep and the cows separated by 180 degrees of that rotation, so that they're always 30 days behind each other. And I think that'll give me the best of what I want. So for parasite load, it should be minimal. The parasites just won't be present. I have to double check the timing of the parasites, but I believe they hatch after 3 days. That's when if you leave the cows in one area for more than 3 days, they're going to start eating parasites. And I got to check to make sure that they're dead after 30 days or 21 days, I think is the magic number. But in addition, I want the sheep eating the cow parasites and the cows eating the sheep parasites. That'll kill the parasites for sure. They can't tolerate each other's gut system. So, yeah. That's what I've got. So 60 days, 120 cells. I need to cut everything into 1/2 acre lots. I did want to do a video on furlongs and chains and rods, and why I think I'm going to start using those measurements. The long and the short of it is that although the metric system is nice because you get nice even round numbers divisible by 10, that's just not the measurements that we need, right? So I like the foot because it's about the size of my foot. I like the yard because that's about 1 step. Every step I take is about a yard, more or less. And it turns out chains are kind of the ideal distance between posts, right? 66 feet. And then rods, I believe a rod is like 5.5 feet. No, it's 5.5 yards. So, but the nice thing is an acre is 10 square chains, right? So you take 660 feet by 66 feet, that's an acre. So anyway, I'll do a video about that so you guys will never forget what a furlong is. Furlong is 1/8 of a mile. That's it. 1/2 of a quarter mile. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.